baby. Yeah. Bringing you the worst music in America. You know it. Hit me on Twitter at Mike Sean Radio. Yeah. I done been to IHOP. I done been to Waffle House. I done been to Diners too. I done been to Mama's house, but I swear nobody cook grits like you. 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 It's 5 in the morning, still I'm snoring. She's making grits and eggs.
She's making those grits.
At 5 in the morning, we could only be about to eat 2 things.
She's making those grits.
Grits. Cholesterol is high, but them grits is on my mind. You cook them so good, I can't deny. A heart attack is worth the ride. You make me wanna be home all the time. You're cooking them grits with steak at night. Can't be cooked by no beginner. Grits made by a winner. Them grits make me kiss her. Grits all on my plate. Got my stomach full. Got me feeling great. I gotta kiss her. Grits all on my plate. Got my stomach full. Got me feeling great. I done been to Cracker Barrel. I done been to Cozy Kitchen. I done been to Denny's too. Had some women try to feed me, but I swear nobody cook grits like you. 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 You better make the grits and make them right. I make you feel so good at night. If you make the grits and make them right, I make you feel so good at night. Just make the grits and make them right. I make you feel so good at night.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts cause I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my 6-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Let's get to work. 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 Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Trying to adjust his microphone. I don't know much, but I know the mic sound hot as fuck. Hot as fuck today. Dr. Aaron Swift is in the building. Doc, what's going on?
Arsenio Hall.
Oh. Let me cut this applause. Start sounding like rain. All right. How was your night last night? How did anything go? Anything new? Anything popping? Anything popping? Anything popping?
I gotta apologize to the listeners because when they said that the Trump announcements, there was so many announcements that I thought they were talking about something that just happened a few hours ago. But they rolled it in so hot and heavy. We got 20,000+ new documents, and Trump is the dog that hasn't barked. And then he's been in the room with the girl for hours.
With hours.
And the best one, Trump knew about the girls. He asked Ghislaine to stop.
Yes.
Going down. And so I won't say a holiday, but it's been a great 24 hours. I've watched all of it. I've been soaking it all in. I watched the press conference where he was like, they're not taking questions. He didn't want to talk about nothing. He had no ballroom talk or nothing. But I always say, don't get all caught up in it, because let God work. Because if Kamala was in office, we wouldn't have gotten none of these files. We wouldn't have known what these powerful people were doing. Let God do the way he's doing it. Don't get so caught up in who you wanted to win and how mad you are. Just let him do it. He's going to hold him up so he can totally embarrass him and destroy him in front of everybody. If he didn't get elevated, then he couldn't get destroyed publicly and have the type of shift in the world we're going to have through all these powerful people getting exposed with all these tapes of them being with children. Whew, won't he do it?
And I just want to say, and who's the press secretary? Caroline, what's her name?
Caroline Levitt. Caroline Levitt.
Caroline Levitt. Understand? Just sidebar, because you're a very minor person in this. You're gonna get yours too.
Oh yeah.
You're going to get yours too. But she's nothing. She's nothing. And the big
worse. They got no immunity.
Yeah,
they're the ones in trouble. Nixon's lawyers went to jail. Let's be clear historically. The people who were helping with Watergate, they went to jail. Nixon got on a helicopter with the peace sign. So when Trump does the peace sign or the flyover George Bush, them other people, y'all not protected.
So I don't know why my mic sounds so hot to me right now. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what because I adjusted that thing the one time and it never went back to the original microphone. So I got a YouTube.
You touch that thing, you gotta be careful.
Nah, I shouldn't have moved this, but I know it's not on the level that it was months ago.
Oh no, that was the Kamala. The
Kamala. Oh yeah.
You know, she was right. Kamala was right.
Yeah, I don't want to hear too much about Kamala.
Kamala was right. No, you gotta acknowledge that.
I'm good.
She said he's gonna send the military into the cities, and she said she got a top 10 list of accurate predictions.
We ain't want a black woman in charge.
She wasn't the only one right. We knew she was right. We knew she was right.
I didn't think he was sending the military. I didn't think he was sending the military for no reason. I thought if we wild out, he'd do martial law. I never thought he'd just wake up and be like, Chicago. I didn't think he was gonna do that.
I thought the ICE thing was always. I thought the immigration thing was always a fraud for racism. I thought it was always a fraud just to go out into the country and start scooping people up who were of different colors, who weren't white. How about that? Who weren't white?
ICE, yes, not National Guard and Marines. I'm with you. ICE, yes.
Yeah,
not National Guard and Marines. I didn't think he was sending the Marines into the Chicago. I never thought that would happen if nobody threw a punch.
Oh, it is Thankful Thursday, so I'm sorry. I'm thankful for my life and my family. Heading into work, so I'll just be listening. Legendary ladies, Ms. Clark, I think we'll get you somehow or another to start commenting. I don't think you can resist it. I think that is the crack.
Somebody gonna piss her off.
I think that is the crack in your pipe. I think that is the cocaine on that plate. I think I think that is that double shot at the bar, and I think you will at some point you will break down and you will actually comment. But we thank you for riding out. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Jay Black, how was your night? How did everything go last night?
Last night was the dentist. Lady Q said I was extra.
You was the extra at the dentist too?
Well, it was a situation at the dentist, and it was a verbal back and forth. And
how? Over what? Over what? Over what?
Dog, I'm used to going to get my teeth cleaned every 6 months. So I go, I check in, I say, yo, Jamal checking in. They say, cool. 3 minutes later, they call me back for my cleaning. This time, the chick calls me back up and says, oh, we need you to fill out some forms. We're going to send you a text message. And I said, what? I don't know about all these forms. And it was like 5 different things, insurance, this, updating this, HIPAA, this, and that. I was like, Lady Q usually help me with all this. So what is all this extra stuff that I don't know? I got to read this. Y'all just want me to sign up. Y'all trying to get me. I didn't trust it. I didn't know what was going on. I said, look, how about next time we take care of this? Let me get in here now. And the lady was like, nah, well, we need to have this done first or we won't be able to see you. All right. So then I get her to send. I said, all right, well, send this text message to Lady Q. I said, look this over. This stuff look legit. It's real. She sends it to the wrong number. And then she gets frustrated with me that she sent it to the wrong number. So then now I had to call her out. I said, so why are your facial expressions changing? Now you're disgusted and clearly upset. God. I'm not going to ignore the fact that you're trying to help, figure this out, but you're getting nasty with me now. Now I feel you're nasty. Like you don't want to be bothered. You're so irritated because you sent it to the wrong number and didn't clarify. So now I'm calling everything out. And next minute I know, I said, how about this? How about we just put me on, since y'all don't want to see me right now? All right, we just got to reschedule. Oh, then we got to charge you a $50 same day cancellation fee. I said, I'm not paying a penny.
That's the fee. If you cancel, that's the fee.
I'm not canceling. I'm here. You refusing to see me.
They're not refusing to see you. You're
They are.
leaving. They
No.
didn't. They never said they refused to see you.
They did. They said we can't see you unless you
said
fill
you have
all
to
this
fill
out.
out the paperwork. You're
I'm
an
not doing
adult. Why can't you
not
fill
doing
out
it.
paperwork
doing
without your wife looking it over?
I don't know what it is. You throwing this on me. You called me to verify these appointments all these weeks leading up. Hey, you know you got to clean it on Wednesday. They emailing and texting all this. But when you called the vet, why didn't you say, hey, we also need you to fill this out prior to coming? So that is the school visit. You could have told me that then when you called and make sure that money coming through the door. So then the supervisor come over and I said, before you start talking, I'm not paying. Yes, I said I need somebody hired because he's talking Lauren can check you and the other girl. She's talking, no, you really have to pay it. I said, I'm not paying a penny. Go get somebody else. And the people in the lobby looking, and I'm very calm. I'm just calling everything out. I said, and I broke it all down. You're disrespectful as far as this, but the supervisor come over and talking about Lauren's a nice person. I said, no, you coming over with the wrong energy. I'm telling you, I have a concern with Lauren, and you telling me she's a good person. So you already discarding what my feelings are. So I need you to understand. When her facial expressions did this, was that a good person to do that? So I made him call her out in front of everybody. And then he said, no, you're not going to have to pay. And next man, I know Lady Q was on the phone telling me, sir, calm down. I'm doing it now. So she looked at it and everything was fine. Then I saw the one black person, because there's always only one black person. I said, that's the one I like. And then I was able to go back, but the guy said I wasn't going to have to pay. It just turned into a whole verbal. It was a show. It was a legit show, but I called everybody out and I said,
dog, you're fucking impossible, yo.
No.
You are fucking impossible. I would never even deal with you if you walked into the store. And I do it with certain people. I say, I'm not working with them. Dog, everybody has to fill out paperwork when they go. Sometimes they have to revise certain things at doctors, at dentist office. You are fucking impossible to deal with.
Why not set that up first? If
No,
you know why not say, hey, we need you to do this so I can look at it properly? And then we held the
because they didn't know they didn't know a 40-year-old man had to check with his wife for her to read the fucking documents.
That's what she said. They gonna think that you can't read or something the way you in there talking about my wife.
Why would you do this to people?
I need no. Y'all not springing this on me. No, I refuse. And I said,
let's
I'm not
get to the
doing it.
Epstein file. I can't even. No, the amazing thing about you is that in your mind, you think this is. Of course, she's frustrated. You gave her. She's sitting there going, a grown man literally has to send the documents over to his wife to read it over.
Because I don't trust y'all. Then y'all say, well, you signed off. You shouldn't have signed when you didn't read. And what is this?
What are they going to do? Take your teeth without you knowing? What are they going to take?
So you just sign what people just give you?
Dog, then read it. You have comprehension.
I do, but I didn't feel like going through it. I felt like they blindsided me.
So that's the point. You didn't feel like going through it, so you made everybody else miserable.
You should have told me. And the doctor acknowledged. They should have told me
when you go there.
When they call to verify, Mike, they can say, "Can you arrive earlier because of XYZ documents?" Or they can say, "Hey, I can send you this link now, so you can go ahead and sign off."
Nobody knew. Nobody knew.
No.
Nobody knew that you would be that flabbergasted that you would have to read.
And then all of a sudden, the lady frustrated to. Who you signing? I said, ma'am. I said, her sign clearly shows she's disgusted and unable to handle.
Yes, she's disgusted with a person.
She can't deal with the public.
You can deal with the public any way you want.
No, that's not professional to be doing all that.
What's not professional is you trying to trigger people.
She just got mad that I called her out, and people don't like being called out, Mike. No,
you don't like being. I know because you don't like being called out. I know. I know.
That's why I do it. Because if you can call me
because you don't like being called out. God damn. These people just sitting there doing their job. And here comes fucking Suge Knight. You didn't stand your ground. You just irritated the shit out of people.
I did. And lady,
I know, cousin. I know you in tears.
You got me on speaker.
I feel so. I wish I had the dentist office because I would call them now and apologize for you.
No, I ain't apologizing enough. And she was.
And then you went in there and let them run in your mouth. Yeah, that's smart.
No, easy pause. It was the black lady. It was only the one black person in that whole office building. Tracy. That's who I like. I like.
Yeah, I know. You don't even know her qualifications. You DEI'd your mouth.
Well, I know I felt more comfortable with her, and I made it very clear. I said, "This is the one I like, Tracy.
Yeah.
She's the only one that's nice around here." And then Tracy was like, "Yeah, they usually nice up front."
I know everybody knows they're nice up front, except that you pushed everybody's buttons to a level that you turned nice people into doing the most ridiculous thing ever. They sighed.
I don't give me like 5 documents and something. Why y'all trying to set me up? Let me see what's going on before I agree to sign off on nothing. God. Ash is laughing. Ash Bash. You know what it is.
Ash, this is him in real life. This is why I don't talk to him on the phone that much.
Because I call stuff out.
This is why I talk, because he calls everybody else except himself.
I call it all out.
You don't. You call everything except yourself. No, poor Lady Q is sitting there going, calm down. All I have to do is look at the papers and sign them. And I promise you she didn't read every word, because I promise you she just scanned over it and said, yeah, it's normal shit. And she signed it and she sent it over. I promise you.
It's for your rights. But I said, shouldn't you have sent this prior? When you called me 3 times to verify this appointment, when you text me a reminder, you blowing my phone up the last week and a half, reminding me of this cleaner so you can get your money. No one at any point could have said this.
It's not just to get your money. It's because everybody has a backload of cases that they have to make sure you don't cancel. Every place has a backload of cases. That's why when you're trying to make an appointment for anything, it takes 3 months to get in. I know, Miss Parker. I know.
Shelly, rock with me, Shelly. But just it's fine with calling people out. That was the more. But and then the lady gonna sigh and act like she's so irritated.
She
can't do that as a receptionist. How do you think that's going to be received? I said your facial expression and body language. How do you think that's going to be received by me? How did you think that was going to be received? Was that supposed to be received in a positive manner? I was supposed to be endeared to that. No, I called it all out. I called it all out. Doc, is there something wrong with calling people out, Doc? No, Doc. Go ahead, Doc. You're a professional. Is it okay to call people out?
Doc don't want to talk about it. Doc don't even want to. Doc don't even want to deal with how ridiculous you were.
I'm not a professional in that area. I worked at retail at the bookstore for like a couple semesters, but that ain't my area of expertise to be dealing with the public like that.
No, but calling people out, is that okay? Is that okay to call people out?
Yeah, if they deserve it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I make a living calling people out. Yeah.
I call people out all the time. I don't call people out who are normally nice that everybody in the office says, wow, they're normally nice. At a certain point, you gotta be like, even the black girl said they're normally nice. I wonder if it was me. I wonder if maybe I took this too far.
Paperwork.
Did I maybe?
I did want to know how
practice. You talking about practice? Paperwork.
Price is going up. I got to pay something right now. I don't never pay. I don't know what they got me trying to sign off. I just need to. So y'all just be signing something.
You know how you find out what they signing off? You read it.
But you know how many little Mike? I was like, this is too much, and I got to check each box.
The guy said it could have been teeth tariffs. The teeth tariffs. The new teeth tariffs.
The supervisor said, would it be easier if we print it out? Hey, looking at this phone, zooming in.
Would you like us to bring the interpreter out? Would you like us to bring the interpreter? We have an interpreter. J-Bot don't know how to fill out paperwork because he doesn't do it. It's understandable if that's how you get down. No one can knock that because outsiders don't know his level of comprehension. Yes, they were like, I can't believe the man. I can't believe a man that's almost either 50 or almost 50 can't read his paperwork. We have to send it to his wife, everybody.
Yeah. And then
we have to send it to his wife. Let me call you out. Let me call you out. How a grown ass man, since you okay with calling people out, how a grown ass man had paperwork in front of him and asked them to send it to his wife so she can fill it out.
No, so she can verify that all is.
So she can verify. So she's your guardian. Is she your wife or your guardian? Which one is she?
She protects the best interests of our household.
I want to know, when we go out, is there a permission slip I got to send to Lady Q? If we ever go out, is there a permission slip I should send directly to her and be like, hey, it's Jay Black, we're going to be at certain places. He think they were going to take his organs. I don't know what they thought. I don't know what they thought. I think he thought he was going to leave with one less filling.
Here go Miss Clark comment. See, I told you, Mike, she was gonna call.
God, Miss Clark, it didn't take long. Miss Clark, I told you it didn't take long. Talking about I'm just gonna listen. You were talking about I'm just gonna listen. You're lucky. You're lucky. I wasn't the lady that might have been the day I lost the job. Boy, I wish Tracy would have just looked at you.
You dumbass nigga.
Wish Tracy would have just looked at you and hit you with the.
We here to entertain, I guess, Ash. If we making you laugh and your stomach hurting,
Ash.
I guess we here to entertain.
Yo, Ash. The funny thing is, Ash is. The funny thing is, Jay Black told that story thinking we was gonna be like, yo, that's what we're talking about. You gonna back
me up, like,
no, I have nothing. That's when. Let's just hypothetically, I would have been in the office with you. That's when I would have walked to the car. That's what I'd be like, yo, hit me when you get done your teeth, yo. And I'd have been in the car like this.
I ain't just signing to be signed. You know they hold you to that though. As
a former dental front desk and assistant, things could change in 6 months. Oh, things could change in 6 months.
Well, you can also communicate.
Information could change.
You can also
something could happen. Something could happen within the last few weeks. That could happen. I'm passed out from laughing. Oh my God, my head. He's dead serious. This usually sends my appointment. Sometimes they say arrive early to update paperwork too.
Yeah, say that.
Peace and blessings. Craig just said peace and blessings. He ain't had nothing to say. Romeo already upset at this point. LaChawn, there was no reason to be upset. Just read the paperwork. That's it.
See, Lady Q said he's mine and I love him.
Poor thing. And she wanted to say bless his heart. Lady Q wanted to say bless his heart. You know what that means? Bless his heart.
Yo, when I'm calling people out and that she love it, she like, yeah, we needed that. Yeah, get him, Jay. Go, sir. Like, so yeah, so you can't pick and choose when the call out happened when the
absolutely no. You know you really can.
You may not disagree.
No, you do know you really can't. Wait, that statement. You know you really can. You really can pick and choose who you call out.
Because
you really you actually really
Mike,
can.
Go. You can't say Mike, get him. And then other times say no, Mike, back out. You can't.
No, you really can. Like you really can decide when you
want me to suck them when you want.
You can really decide when you drive fast. When you see the cops and you normally drive over the speed limit, when you see the cops, you don't. You can really choose. You can really pick and choose which one you do.
Yo, y'all gonna start acting like she's.
Yeah, let's give it up for Lady Q, yo. Let's give it up for Lady Q.
Like she's dealing with something.
Epstein
files. We got Epstein. That's sometimes I'm wondering whose side African is. Sometimes I'm like, okay, she got my back.
Let's give it up for Lady.
Y'all stupid.
Oh, God. Lady Q, we respect you. An Apollo legend, Lady Q. You an Apollo legend.
You lost without you, Lady Q. Yeah.
I ain't never seen that shit in my life. Let me tell you something. I'm one of the most. Lean on somebody for real. This motherfucker said, "Can you say this to my wife?" I could have said that with a straight face. My ego would not have allowed me.
So you sound special when you say. She said that you sounded special when you be talking like that. I like no, because I appreciate that. If y'all gonna send it to somebody, send it to my wife to help me, because I don't know what y'all got going on.
Honestly, I'm gonna be a therapist for a second. A lot of this, because you're so intense about everything,
she be needing me locked and loaded.
But this is the problem with that. This is the problem with that, and this is what I'm telling you. And I'm a play therapist. You are so intense about this shit. I swear this has something to do with your anxiety not being able to sleep. Your intensity is on 100 at all moments. And that is impossible to walk around with your intensity on that level that you got into this at a dentist's office over paperwork and decided that you were going to fire up. That ain't got nothing to do with the person sighing. That has to do with some shit that's going on with you that you are letting off on people for sighing. That you are literally calling people out.
Yes. That's
literally no. This is
you
the
want
problem.
To side to my face, I can't call that out. So my feelings don't matter.
This is the problem. Your sensitivity to everything has literally launched off to a point where no matter where you're at, you are always trying to figure out how you're being disrespected. You are always trying to figure out, no matter where you're at. It could be a dentist office. It could be a library. It could be you could be anywhere. You can literally be feeding the homeless. You could be feeding the homeless, and you could find a reason to pop off at the homeless person that you're feeding. I'm telling you, like, yo, how you gonna grab that plate like that? I didn't hand you the plate. You gripped the plate out my hand.
Don't laugh at her.
Dog, this is intense.
All right, we moving on.
No, we really need a therapist here because that has nothing to do with the dentist.
No, it is. It is.
No, it doesn't.
Me calling you out for signing.
Jay, do you understand?
That's legit.
You really can't wait to call people out. If a waiter doesn't put water in your
is
glass,
that professional, Mike? If you're in a professional office setting, is that professional for them?
Let me explain you, Jay.
You upgrade real quick.
Go upgrade. You're taking people out of the professionalism. You are literally pushing people's button to take them out of their professionalism because you literally put people in situations that they're normally not in, and they can't believe,
and they can't handle it.
And no, they can't
handle being called out. No one wants to be not told that you're not effective at your job.
You keep saying called out. They can't believe your behavior and your request. It's not that they can't handle it. They're astonished that they deal with people every day and you take it somewhere where nobody else takes it. At the dentist office. Listen to yourself. You got into it because you went to go get a cleaning. It's the most simple. It's the most simple. It's the.
See, you're changing the name. You just did a Republican.
You are literally going for the most simple thing that you can do at a dentist. The most simple thing. And you turned that into calling out a woman in front of her entire office. And everybody who talked to you said, wow, she's normally nice.
Well, only one person I talked to was the black girl.
Black girl.
Yeah. And I explained about the facial space. She said, yeah, that's not professional.
But the
black girl co-signed. Yeah, that's odd. That's not professional to do that. You shouldn't have do it to a customer, to a guest, or a client, or
you
whatever.
You should have told her that you made her have to send over forms that you literally she had to send over forms to your wife to fill out. And then when you wanted to cancel, you didn't want to pay the cancellation fee.
Yeah, they said they never seen Doc quiet. He did mute himself. I was like, wait, maybe his mic stopped because he was like, he didn't say nothing. I was trying to. Y'all know what I'm saying.
There's a problem. And my thing is, you never want to admit this problem. And I'm telling you, it compounds all the anxiety because you're always on guard, like you are literally a blood walking in a Crip neighborhood.
No, I just want people to know it's okay to call things out. If you feel something's not right,
no, don't take his advice.
Right,
people don't take his advice.
You can
people
speak.
Don't take his advice.
If you go into UPS and Mike gives you, he sighs because he don't feel like typing in. Or he got to redo something, and you can say, "Hey, any reason why you just sighed?" Like,
that's why I wouldn't even deal with you. I've sighed many days. I've sighed directly to somebody's face.
That's not right.
But it's absolute.
You shouldn't be trying.
When you're doing something, people think you're a customer. When you do something ridiculous, it's not supposed to be pointed out. When you do something ridiculous, I can point it out the same way you point me out. This whole the customer's always right is bullshit.
Yes, I did explain to my DEI person, the Mike saying the one black girl. I did. I explained to her what happened. And I said they could have told me about this prior. And she said, yeah, we do call a lot. They could have said, hey, when you come in, be prepared. She acknowledged everything that I said was legit. And I didn't holler.
Do you
I didn't hoot. They got, if anything, they went up an octave.
Once
when
again,
the lady got mad to me, you got to pay.
Stop giving yourself credit for not raising your voice. It doesn't matter. I told him she had a right to be irritated because he was irritating. However, she shouldn't have visibly expressed it. My point is this. You intentionally try and get that reaction. No, you do. Jay, don't lie to me. You intentionally try and get people out their character. You are the worst person to actually do any customer service for because you get pleasure out of the engagement, out of what goes back and forth. You like that shit.
I mean, I do. I like difficult people because I know how to handle difficult people.
Because
I know how to calmly call things out.
Because
I highlight your difficulty.
How about
your
this?
Difficultness or whatever.
Okay.
I like to have those challenging moments.
Yeah.
I do.
No normal person no normal person who's mentally balanced likes to do that shit to people. The people that they don't even fucking know. You do it to people that have done nothing
because
to
they
you.
rude to other people, and I guess I'm taking on this challenge for what they did
How
to
do
the
you
Queen
know?
show.
What are you talking about?
I guess, I'm on my
How?
whole. I'm treating you how. Yeah, no, it's people that you've been rude to that people don't call people out. People like to
Hey,
avoid
you're the
confrontation.
rude one. You don't know anything. Everybody else said the black DEI hire said she said she's normally nice. So that means that goes against your whole philosophy. She's normally nice to everybody.
She was normally, but she wasn't nice that day.
And then
she had a bad day. She had a black guy that was telling her she wasn't effective at her job, and she didn't like it.
No, she had a person who literally refused to read paperwork that they could sign and move on with your process. Stop using call people out. This is the verbiage you're using. They were
unprofessional. Yeah, they were unprofessional, and I called them out. But they were unprofessional. I got what you're saying, LeTron. I got you.
No, these are the people that you hate. People who specifically try to trigger you and try to be as difficult as possible. Then the person who's trying to be as difficult as possible thinks you're going to stay professional. That, my friends, is somebody who's just a button presser. And those are the people I sigh at. Those are the people I look crazy at, because you don't get away with that type of, you're an unprofessional customer. See, there's professionalism on both sides. You're an unprofessional customer.
In Afro Queen, we do with the doctor's appointment. So we do schedule our appointments. We generally go at the same time, but the cleaning, I guess we didn't.
Yeah, you know why? Because the cleaning is the simplest thing.
It's supposed to be something. You're going, yeah, I did.
It's like your wife telling you to go to the store and pick up ketchup.
Yeah, I did make them change what they use to clean. They got some new stuff I didn't like. I said, no, switch to. With the lady Tracy, she was like, I got you. I said, do both. Like, so usually we don't do this, but I got so I can speak my mind and she can say no, but yeah, they look out for me. The ones that do.
Oh, they used to look out for you.
No, my only deal with Tracy. And then I will not be scheduled with any other person other than Tracy.
And I promise you, they're gonna get you a schedule where Tracy's not gonna be on, just to be.
And I guarantee you, it won't be done. And I made it very clear to all.
And peace.
No, it's gonna have to be until they find me another black.
They're gonna go like this. They're gonna be like, okay.
Find me another black or nice Indian.
They're gonna be like, okay.
You're gonna find me a nice woman.
And then somebody's going to be recording you in the lobby and saying, look what this motherfucker did. My God, Lady Q, that's love you got for him. No, it's a waste of, I don't even have the energy to do that to a person. I didn't holler. I didn't hoot. I just stopped. He thinks he gets points because he can be as irritating as possible and he doesn't raise his voice. You don't get points for that. But yes, he fights a necessary battle. So always. But Jay Black is a professional guest.
I'm gonna fight Ash Bash.
Go ahead. You said we can call people out, right? You said you're cool with people calling you out, right?
But she can't.
You're cool with that, right?
They will call that internet. Like she's in the chat. Like that's not a conversation because if she legit had something, we can have a dialogue.
They're having the dialogue. They're having the dialogue.
No, from my perspective, because I don't think anyone acknowledged that piece.
They're having the dialogue. They're speaking their mind.
But we got Epstein files. Doc trying to click back on. What do we got? Oh gosh, she's still going.
Yo, for real. Please stop. I can't stop laughing.
Oh, she laughed.
No, this is what it is.
I guess she's been entertained.
Take the chip off your shoulder. He has. This is why I really think you need to talk to somebody.
I'm not going to be ignored, and I'm not going to be disrespected.
Jay, number one, your subjectiveness is what you claim is annoyed and what you claim is disrespected is all subjective. You need to talk to somebody and stop making people's lives difficult because of this shit. It don't make no sense.
And Lady Q hate that I didn't raise my voice because she raised up like, why are you hollering? Just because she hoot and holler. I'm doesn't hoot and holler. We can have a disagreement and bam. We ain't got to hoot and holler.
I can teach you a class. I know how to get him to holler. I've made him holler on this show.
No, here you go.
Yeah. Bite your tongue and shit. Hell no. Bite your tongue.
Yeah, biting your tongue now.
This is another thing. Bite your tongue if what you're saying is about to sound ridiculous. That's when you bite your tongue. When what you're about to say is so ridiculous and is based on something that's going on in your mind and not going on in reality in the room that you're in. He's gonna come home and tell me I sent him by himself. Like,
No, she playing with that.
She's not playing. That's exactly what you said. That's
No,
exactly what you said.
I didn't say that.
You did. When you don't have to update, your information.
Oh, bless you, Lady Q. Start with
Lady Q. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. I'm the type of person that will give you more to read to understand why you have to read and fill out this paperwork, because that's the policy. That's the policy. We can't see you if you don't fill it out.
Are you okay with someone just telling you that, Mike? This is just the policy, or do you?
Yes,
you want a little bit more
if it's the policy. Let me tell you how I would have handled Jay, and they would have reprimanded. I said, "Sir, this is the policy, and if you don't do it, we can't see you. And there's a $50 cancellation fee." And you would have said, "I'm not paying it," and I would have just said, "Cool," and I would have just got, like I normally do, I would have just got the supervisor, because I'm not wasting these minutes of my life on it.
The supervisor said,
"Yeah,
I didn't have to pay it." I
push you right off. I don't even get into the conversation. Wow, that's hours that the lady can't get back. Poor lady can't pay. You messed that woman's day up for nothing. No, because that's what he likes to do. That's what he likes to do. That's what I'm saying. There's a problem there. Jay, everyone can have a bad day. And lately, people have become real demanding. I tell customers F you by simply saying, I'm not the mechanic for you. It's not my issue. Your car broke, and it's the only one.
People can have a bad day. In some professions, you have to acknowledge it and don't act like
you don't have to. You don't.
Don't act like I'm just making this up. Then if you're having a bad day, so be it.
No, you were having a bad day
because I called it out. Don't make me the bad guy.
No, it makes you the bad guy when you created something to call out. You created something to call out. You created an issue so that you can in turn call it out. That is crazy. That's wild. That's wild. I feel bad for
Lady Q.
I hope that white lady.
Yeah, that's our household. We're a unit. We're a unit. That's what it is. We bounce things off each other. Bam. We debate everything. Yeah, that's what it is.
Did we get all the comments? Don't worry, Jay Fly. I've been like that since forever. And there's a problem.
So it's hereditary.
Hereditary.
It's in our bloodline.
LaJohn, I set him up not to be able to function without her, I guess.
She's saying she set it up to where
she got him. This motherfucker can't get a cleaning. He can't get a cleaning.
All right, we will keep our doc about the.
I need to ask you a question. Can I send you a message on Facebook? Okay, because it's a car issue.
He said absolutely. Just don't buy no. What kind of car?
Yeah, if he says buy the car, don't go buy. If he says buy a Honda Passport, don't buy it.
Oh God. Oh yeah,
all right, come in here, Doc. All right.
I think he's trying to get his audio together.
Oh, he's trying to get the audio. Maybe he just want to keep his mic off for a little while. Maybe he just want to keep his mic off.
They never seen Doc quiet. Doc was quiet. He ain't have my back. Dang, Doc. I thought we was on the same page.
Cousin Ash said, and cousin, I want to thank you because you gave us the breaking story about these emails while we were on the show.
Did. She was the part of the research department. Ash did. She was breaking it down, all the insight as it was happening in real time.
I don't believe in biting my tongue, but I live in a reality and no paperwork needs to be done sometimes. He doesn't usually see paperwork because I do it. God damn, this is ridiculous.
She does. She does. She handled it. The insurance stuff. Like she be all over it for the house.
Yeah, Lady Q done set you up, boy. She done set you. She done made it. You can't divorce her. You there's nothing you could do.
No, she said either you're gonna be with me or I'm gonna be with you. But either way, we're gonna be together. That's our motto. Either I'm gonna be with you, or you're gonna be with me.
To a detriment than theirs. Jay Black, listen to your therapist, Mike. No, he needs to talk to somebody in real life. Like I'm being dead serious. I'm not even making this shit up. Like you need to have a once a week conversation with somebody to get this shit off your chest. Lady Q, make him a shirt that says beware. I'm gonna call you out.
I'm gonna call you out. We matching energy.
We
match energy over here. WokeUpInspired.com. I like
okay, now teach your brother. I don't know what they like. You got to talk to somebody. That part of the Sean. We do it because it's easier that way. The flip side of that is I can have the man sign away his life to me, and he won't.
Shut up. Yeah, she like take this pill or sign it. I mean, all right, because I knew she got my best interest, so I'm taking whatever she giving me. I'm signing whatever she did.
Craig said, if you come into a business with negative energy, it's you. The frontline employee didn't create that paperwork. They are just following orders. That's all they're doing.
I didn't come in with negative energy.
That's all they're doing.
And why it wasn't explained prior. And now you get, because I took the text message, I looked at it, and I was about to say, wait, this is 5 things. I got to click on all. And they said, well, you only need 2. I said, well, why did you send me 5? So if I only got to do 2,
they're trying to help you. They knew you were intimidated. Do you see? They're trying to help you and say, don't worry about the 5. You just need 2. They're trying to look out for you because they know you're overwhelmed.
The more of all this people.
And then you say, in response to their kindness, you say, then why you send me 5? Because that's the only way we can send it. We can't edit and redact it simply for certain people.
All right, I think I'm caught up on the comments. Wait, am I caught up? We ready to move on. You're not
fuck up my bacon.
you don't understand.
He won't know how to fill out the divorce paper.
Yo, she did my divorce papers on my last marriage, y'all. Real talk.
I bet she did. She
did. She filed everything. She got everything together. She took care of that. Now you getting this divorce complete. You're not gonna be one of them couples together forever and you still married to your last situation.
Yo, on Jay Black's top 5 reasons why he married Lady Q. Number 1, I love her. Number 2, she does all the paperwork. I tell him that all the time. He can't divorce me without me doing the paperwork. He's gonna be living with Jeanette. Jeanette ain't gonna be living with him. Everything went left when she sent the information to the wrong number.
Yes, it did. That's when everything, when she texted the wrong number, Mike, that's when everything shifted. Everything.
Because she's already doing
now
something.
You take my personal information to a random number.
She's already doing something she's never done before. And she goes, I'm doing something that I'm going above and beyond. I'm going to do this bullshit. I'm going to do it. It's like when I go to a woman's car that I don't have to go to. And then when I pick up a 50-pound package and I ask her, are you sure you have the shipping labels for both? That you need separate shipping labels for both these packages? And the lady says yes. So I bring one 50-pound package in. I bring another 50-pound package in. And then what does she do? She shows me one shipping label. And you don't think I'm motherfucking side in her face? Motherfucker, I went like this.
What you want me to do?
I said, what are we doing?
No, they wasn't blank, Miss Clark. There was a whole bunch of fine print and all this.
No, she didn't send your personal information to the number. It was just forms. Thank you, Cousin Ash. Okay. Thank you, Cousin Ash.
Bro, she sent it to 5-1 instead of 5-9. I clearly said 5-9.
Y'all need to fill out the paperwork.
Y'all both need to go together to a group counseling. Y'all need to go together. Y'all need to ride out. I called the bank VP. First of all, I thought this was Stacy Mitchell. I thought she was talking about the bank. I was about to shut this whole comment down. It's Craig. I called the bank VP. He had a check for $10,250. If the check was for under $10,000, it would be cash. I told the bank VP, you worried about $250,000 on a $10,000 check. I spazzed out and they cashed it.
Yeah, because their policy is over 10,000. They got to do something different. So technically, they're 250, Craig.
Oh, you talking about policy now? Oh, now you're defending the policy? Now you're going to defend the policy?
No, and then this is how you talk to people too.
You're going to defend.
So it's like, hey, so I know we're close to that threshold, but there's a way that you have the conversation. I wouldn't demand it.
Oh, now you're defending the policy. Now you're defending the policy.
Money is different, and
money is different. The money is different.
No, he came in with that request. We already knew I had an appointment. They just didn't say anything. All right, we move on. Can't pay me
enough to deal with Jay Black in that moment.
You wasn't even here for the whole thing. You don't even know everything that was said.
K-Day, listen. When I see people like that, when the person looks at me, they know. There's a lady who knows when she comes in. She knows I'm not taking care of her. My register could be open, and she will wait for the other 2 registers to open up because she knows. She knows I'm not dealing with her. I'm not wasting the minutes of my life. He definitely cracked out, and he had me on speaker as I'm trying to tell him to calm down.
He said I was wrong, and I saw the lady look like, I was like, I'm not wrong. Am I wrong for that? They was happy with Lady Q saying on the phone.
Yeah, your wife agreed you were wrong.
No, you're wrong, sir.
Your wife said you were wrong.
And I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm not.
Your wife,
I'm not.
your wife,
I'm not. I'm not.
your wife said
She
you
was
were
just trying to
wrong.
diffuse a confrontation, a
Your
verbal
wife
back and forth.
said you were
That's what that
wrong.
was.
What the
That's what that was.
Lady Q? Lady Q. Lady Q. Man on it. Responsibility, Lady Q. I would want to, Lady Q, I want to thank you for being this man's angel, for being everything that this man needs in a woman. I want to thank you for taking care of my friend. I want to thank you for putting up with what you putting up with. I want to thank you for the unlimited love, the unlimited understanding, the unlimited patience. I want to thank you because I think at some point God put his hands on your shoulders and said, this will be your mission, to make this impossible man happy, secure, and safe. Amen. Amen. Thank you, Lord.
All right, now we move on. Epstein files. We got a lot to talk about.
All right, today I want to tell y'all, I am going to handle this shit the way CNN should handle it.
Okay.
CNN shouldn't handle another fucking story on their airways for 48 hours. I don't care about what you want to mention, and you want to go talk about this, and you want to go talk about visas, and you want to talk about no. We don't talk about anything except releasing the files. Y'all bitches, or if this was the opposite way around, Fox would have a full court press. They would talk about nothing. Their panelists wouldn't be able to talk about nothing. Every guest they
every
talk
angle,
to,
every perspective, every email.
angle from these, the emails that were released and this actually happened in 2011. I would go for broke. But you're compromised. That's why even though you want to act like you're putting the cape on, you're not really putting the cape on. You just do it in a way that you can still, the bosses understand that we have to do this. The bosses understand that we have to do this. So we're going to take every angle. We're going to take every disgusting angle to everybody to know what's going on. Your president is a pedophile. That's what he is. That's what he is. The man who arranged the biggest known pedophile ring in the history of America was his friend. And his friend said he knew about the girls. His friend, who is now dead, said he knew about the girls. And his friend's sidekick is in prison getting special treatment, and you're visiting her every day, trying to keep her quiet. I want every angle of that. I want that to be, you know how you like calling people communists, and you like calling people fascists, and you like calling people, how about we call it what it is? Your president's best friend was a pedophile, and he's one. And the victims have stated it. The victims have told you. And America should be embarrassed that we still need to see files. But that being what it is, let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it all on. And I don't care what Republican, what Democrat, I don't care who's in it. I need everybody to come. I need everybody exposed. But him first. Him first. Fox would not let up right now. Fox would literally have commercials running saying what the president, if this was Barack Obama, they would have commercials saying, we'll be right back with more reasons why Barack Obama's a pedophile.
Thanks.
In 2 minutes, we'll be right back with more pedophilia featuring Barack Obama.
I think they'd be storming the Capitol.
They'd be storming the Capitol.
Impeach. Get him out.
I don't ever want to hear this country talk about how much they love the kids. I don't ever want to hear it again. Because we should all be in front of that White House. Let's get to the breaking news. Let's play some clips. Let's just play some motherfucking clips. I don't know which white boy I want to play first because they all got a kick out of them. They are well. We talk about MAGA. We can talk about some fun. No, we're going straight. We can go straight to it. Let's get straight to it. Fuck all the funny shit. Let's get straight to it. Let's go.
Complete chaos. We have major breaking news right now. Complete chaos in the White House over the fact that the Epstein Files discharge petition may hit 218 signatures. They just called an emergency meeting, according to CNN, of top Justice Department officials, including Todd Blanche, the Deputy Attorney General, the Attorney General Pam Bondi, and Kash Patel, the FBI Director, alongside Lauren Boebert. Donald Trump has personally called both Lauren Boebert and Nancy Mace in an effort to try to have them remove their names from the Epstein discharge petition. They're two of the four Republicans who have signed on. The other two are Thomas Massie and Marjorie Taylor Greene, neither of whom have signed or will remove their names. But there is a full court press happening right now as increased panic within the White House sets in that the Epstein files may soon become public, or that the House of Representatives may soon vote, a full House of Representatives vote, on whether to release the files publicly. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a full court press over the next few hours. Spread the word.
This man is literally calling people just like he did. Remember last time he was calling people?
Votes.
He was calling people for the votes.
Find the votes. Find me some 30,000.
I need 5,000. I need 10,000. I need
35,000, 35,000, 15,000. Come on. Give me 10,000 votes. Go. If I can get 10,000 votes. He's now calling for them to get off the list, to expose the Epstein files. The whole point is, why? If you're not in them, why?
We know he in them.
What? What's the big deal? If you're innocent.
Could he be protecting the millionaire friends? I know Mike's up in there, so I can't let this come out. Mike like, yo, Jay, you can't let this come out. This gonna ruin all this and we got going on. So that could be a part of it too, right?
No, it could be a part of anything. He could be trying to protect billionaire friends, but the number one person he's trying to protect is himself, because when he's no longer the president and then people ain't got his back and this all gets exposed, he means nothing to anybody. And you know what he becomes? He becomes a liability, because what if he starts running his mouth? You don't think he's scared of his situation?
They call him the dog that didn't bark yet. That's the whole point. He didn't say anything.
Kept his mouth shut.
That was back then. They were saying that him not talking was that big of a deal.
Sidebar on stuff that we know. The funny thing that I thought was another email at the bottom that nobody focuses on is it basically the guy said, I'm paraphrasing, is it me, or can you tell me that Donald Trump doesn't do cocaine?
Oh, damn.
When I read that at the bottom, I said, ain't nobody gonna bring that up just for a second, just for a hot second. I'm starting to think the Democrats knew it was coming, which is why they conceded. Don't give them that much credit, but I get it. But don't give them that much credit.
That was pretty slick, because they did have those 20,000 documents at the same time that they were.
They did.
Saying, it was like, okay, we could do a vote.
Yeah,
and everybody's like, "Oh, Democrats!" And then when this came out, I said, "Oh, well played." They said, "Let's get everything in session before we drop this." So everything's in session.
And go back to Go, I'm sorry, Doc. I just want him to go back to the comment. Go ahead, you can keep going, Doc. I just want him to go back to that comment.
One thing that people aren't talking about enough is the dude Michael Wolff. Michael Wolff did the autobiographies and all that, and Michael Wolff did doing all these interviews, like he's all this neutral dude, but he's all in the emails trying to give the pedophiles advice and how to get leverage on Trump. And it almost seems like Michael Wolff done got a massage. Let me be the first to say it. If you get a picture of Michael Wolff up on the screen, if you find a picture of Michael Wolff, because he definitely got that John Podesta type energy, you know.
I saw him.
He's been working with Epstein and Trump for years. The whole first joint, he was the trusted dude. But on the emails, he's talking like he's part of the Godfather. You could get leverage on him. And if he says he wasn't on the plane, but he gets these interviews, he's like this impartial, neutral dude, this innocent guy who's not on the team. Yeah, he looked creepy. I would never let him babysit. Never let him babysit.
Never.
But
in the emails, he's a whole power broker, shrewd business guy trying to give advice on how to get leverage on Donald Trump. But then in the interviews, I just interview people. I don't know Jeffrey like that. I just that man. Somebody need to drag him in and be like, bro, if you knew all of this, why are you sitting on it for your book? When Jake Tapper did it, they got mad at him. When Jake Tapper didn't tell the truth about Biden, they were like, yo, why'd you wait to say that he wasn't capable? Well, you're harming the country. If Wolf knew all this stuff about leverage and girls and everything else, and all he does is wait till his book is coming out to get money off it, somebody needs to question him too. He needs to be deposed.
Yeah, but I'm not going to question him on his moral situation. I already know why he did it. I'm like, I wasn't sworn. I wasn't sworn into office. I was trying to sell a book. So if you want to,
if you know about a murder and you don't say nothing, you go to jail, Mike. You don't have to have any position.
But my thing is,
you didn't say nothing, and we say, wait, you didn't.
And he's gonna say, I told people. The victims told him you didn't believe the victims. So why would I go say something?
No, he didn't say nothing about no leverage and all this with the no.
I'm saying in the answer he'll be like, you didn't even believe the victims.
Well, he need to give those answers.
You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't even believe them.
Because we want to know things like, when did you first know? What else? There's some other things we need to talk about with him. If you was given strategy to Epstein, if you were consulting with and I think at this point a convicted pedophile, if you were advising and aiding and abetting and giving comfort and aid to a convicted pedophile in terms of getting leverage over a potential future president, that's a discussion. It could be potentially treasonous. It could be.
And I get and what you're saying, I agree with, but I don't want any distractions yet. I don't want any distraction. But here's another Epstein file. Here's another one.
That Mike Johnson is finally going to have to swear in his worst nightmare,
which he did,
in the form of Adelita Grijalva, who will be the 218th vote to release the Epstein files. And out of that 218, 6 of those votes come from Republicans. And allegedly today, Trump is working overtime to threaten them and tell them to remove their names from the discharge petition, including Lauren Boebert, who allegedly he called personally and has now been summoned to the White House today to be convinced to remove her name, which she says she will not do. Gee, why do you think they don't want those files released? Could it have anything to do with this story that dropped today? Epstein alleged in emails that Trump knew of his conduct? Could that be part of it? House Democrats on Wednesday released emails in which Jeffrey Epstein wrote that President Trump had, quote, spent hours at my house, unquote, and Mr. Trump knew about the girls. I believe this is the actual quote. Of course he knew about the girls. What? Of course he did. Of course he fucking did.
What?
He's sweating today, and he should be. What? Along with a bunch of other people who are in those files who have been protected thus far. Release the Epstein files.
Well, and I think the question is, and listen, there are a lot of people. We're anxious and we want this, and I think a lot of us. Okay, I'm gonna speak for myself. I think sometimes I forget that they were victims that were trafficked, and they're victims that are being sexually trafficked all over the world right now. There's trafficking going on all over the world.
Kids.
There are kids in tankers, and there are kids being found in Texas. There are rings being found all over this country, and I think the thing that we also need to think about is that this is the tip of the iceberg, and I know it's a huge iceberg, but when this does hit, everybody can't go away and say, okay, it's all good now. The ring is still the ring. It's still out there.
Well, they got the videos this time.
A great number of white people see the behavior as normal. Even if they released it, it may not result in accountability. And that was my question. I got into a conversation yesterday. What happens then? When you want the truth, what happens then? What happens then? Because at that point, something got to happen. But what are we built to make happen?
Well, somebody made a point that Williams got lost his royal status. Like this other people are showing us what to do, how to do it.
But do you know how crazy it is?
Cut the nigga's head off. How about that?
No. Yeah, I'm good.
There's a bunch of things that can happen. You can impeach him.
I'm good with
Nixon, right? You got Nixon on the helicopter. You got William losing his rank. You got kings like George getting his head cut off. There's a bunch of things we could do. You got options.
No, I got the France thing I got. But you know what kills me about that royal shit is that they thought actually taking part in molesting young people that the biggest thing that you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take your royal stripes from you. That's insane to me. But
not go to jail.
Not go to jail. You know what? You're not part of the royal family anymore. That's your punishment. You don't have access to the castle. You got to knock like everybody else. You got to ring the doorbell. Bing, bing.
You lose a little more than that, but
yeah. But whatever it is,
a few commas.
Whatever it is, I've never. You can take away all the commas in the world. He's supposed to be in prison. Well, we got more on that.
You got more? He got more on this thing?
We might done that because this don't make no. And then we'll lighten it up. Well, I shouldn't say lighten it up because this other one. I don't even know if I want to play this clip because I don't know if I want to go down this road. Well, when Trump keeps talking, the beauty about Trump and what I love is when he talks to his safety people, when he talks to Fox and he fucks up, when he talks to his homies and he fucks up, when he thinks he can actually now just say this, and now even the Fox reporters are getting sick of it. This is when he just told America, we have no talent in America. We don't have the talent to fill these jobs. He said this directly to one of my least
like
favorite
what we
reporters.
have right now.
And does that
the
mean
Republicans have to talk about it?
And does that mean the H-1B visa thing will not be a big priority for your administration? Because if you want to raise wages for American workers, you can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent. When
we have plenty of talented people
no, you
here.
Don't. No, you don't.
We don't have talented people here.
No, you don't have
talented people here.
No, you don't.
We don't have.
Say that again, please.
Thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent. When
we have plenty of talented people here.
No, you don't.
We don't have talented people here.
No, you don't.
He said, no, you don't. As if this ain't his. He's not the president of this. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh,
you don't have certain talents, and people have to learn. You can't take people off an unemployment line and say, I'm going to put you into a factory where we're going to make missiles, or I'm going to put
How did we ever do it before?
Well,
I'll
give you an example. In Georgia, they raided because they wanted illegal immigrants out. They had people from South Korea that made batteries all their lives. You know, making batteries are very complicated. It's not an easy thing and very dangerous. A lot of explosions, a lot of problems. They had like 500 or 600 people, early stages, to make batteries and to teach people how to do it. Well, they wanted them to get out of the country. You're going to need that, Laura. I mean, I know you and I disagree on this. You can't just say a country's coming in, going to invest $10 billion to build a plant, and going to take people off an unemployment line who haven't worked in 5 years, and they're going to start making missiles. It doesn't work that way. There's never going to be a country like what we have right now.
And
he just keeps going. He said, do y'all remember when he said America first? He also said, but y'all ain't got no talent. Y'all they can't teach y'all Americans how to make these batteries. They can't teach y'all.
A lot of explosions.
There's a lot of explosions that go on when you make batteries, things explode. This is the guy. Hold on, y'all.
He said they raided the factory. Yeah, he had ICE pull all those Chinese people out of Georgia that were working there illegal. Chinese.
It wasn't Chinese. They're Hyundai.
Hyundai.
It was Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Yet he had ICE pull all those Chinese people out of Georgia. I can't, Lady Q, we can't make this up. He's trying to sell his $1 million worth of visas.
They're from South Korea, that's what I'm trying to say. They're not from China.
They're not from China. They're from South Korea. But he's trying to sell the visas. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to sell the visas. This ain't got nothing to do with talent.
Yeah, the genius visas.
Oh,
like his wife.
I'll be right back. I'll be right. Y'all go ahead. Go.
Melania Trump got an Einstein visa. Good brains. They said she was smart or something. You know, they found her on one of them websites that do the mail order brides. They found a archived profile of Melania Trump, and she was advertising. So it's gonna be pretty. I was gonna say sticky. I shouldn't say sticky. But no, I said a couple months ago, don't worry, fear not, don't be upset, don't be anxious, don't stress Trump. They called me the day after the election, said, what do I think? Same thing I said last time. It's a good thing overall. It's a wake-up call. And here we are. And people who've been watching the show, they hear me every day telling us I'm going to be celebrating. It's going to be a great day. And the witch is dead and the downfall. I'm party the whole time. You cannot mock God. You cannot play God. You cannot think you're going to do stuff in the dark and it's never coming out. You can't be violating kids and lying about what you're going to do for people and think nobody's going to run up on you or hold you accountable or be at your front door. Like, I don't know what world he was living in. Maybe that the rich white man world where you don't realize it till you're about 80. But I mean, karma is karma. It just might be a little slower in a racist society, but it's on the way and it's still a B. So I'm glad it went the way it went. So no offense to Kamala, but this is a better story. I couldn't have wrote this one better than it is right now.
So you wanted everything to be exposed. Just expose it all.
Because otherwise, think about it. We would have been living more of a lie. We would have been living in more of a fantasy. We would have been thinking that these white people are liberal and they voted for Kamala. Same way when Barack was in, we thought that America was changing. People were talking about post-racial. We're having conversations that weren't real. We shouldn't have been having post-racial conversations. We should have been having white backlash conversations because historically, people go underground. They get more angry. They start plotting and planning and organizing and strategizing to resist Black progress, and the attack is on the way. That's the conversation we should have been having. But
is that moving forward? Because once Barack won, we had that run, those 8 years. But what? So you saying even at the height, we should have been preparing for the backlash from people mad that we got Barack in there?
Because Mitch McConnell and them said the night that he was dancing with Michelle and Beyonce was singing, they met right there by the Capitol and constructed plans of how to obstruct everything he was trying to do, and they laughed about it. So yes, while you're celebrating, just like when people sit with their lady, they don't sit with their back to the door. Yes, I'm out on a date. I'm having a great time, but I'm not putting my guard down to the point that I endanger the people I'm deputized to protect. So yes, and that's why you got Secret Service. While you there dancing, I'm there with the earpiece. Like, yes, Black people we're trying to be made to forgive too early. We're made to celebrate too early. Everybody else gets to do things rationally and in due time. Like when a Black mom is getting interviewed and her son just got picked up off the ground. Do you forgive him? Do you forgive him? Yes, forgiveness is important. Forgiveness in due time and in due season. But right now, there's something about Black people. You always want us nonviolent. You always want us forgiving. You always want us getting over it. You don't say that to Holocaust victims. You don't say that to Japanese internment. You never say moving too fast or too early on the vigilance or the retribution. You always say they doing it the way they feel like doing it in due time. They say never forget. So yes, when we get our victory, we still need to know we're obtaining a victory in a white supremacist society that has historically boiled us and used our skin to make wallets, fed us to alligators, lynched us, castrated us, cut off our feet, and labeled us 3/5 of yes. We do need to know that as we electric slide outside City Hall with a Barack Obama shirt. We don't need to be dumb to be happy. And look what happened. Look what happened to Barack. Like, he could have made a lot more progress if people didn't just vote and sit back and think that the work was done. We should have been all over them devils. We should have been like, we know they're going to be mad now. A Black man that's a president, we know what they're about to do. Matter of fact, you go ahead and dance, Barack. We going to hold it down.
I guess I was naive in that because I'm thinking, all right, this is a shift. This is a change.
Yeah, and we always expect them to act like we act. Because when we lose, just like the Democrats recently, when we lose, we respect the rules. But if you're trying to be respectful to somebody who's not playing by the rules, you playing yourself. They're not doing that. They're not going to do even the vote. That's why everybody was ridiculing the Democrats recently. They were saying, yo, why y'all make this deal? You know they're not going to honor it. You know they're not going to support you. They got the House and the Senate and the Supreme Court. Why'd you make this deal? Now, what we didn't know was they had an ace in the hole, and they had these files ready, and they had these quotes. So they was like, no, chill. We got it this time. We heard y'all loud and clear that we too nice. We got to play up our sleeve. But I actually applaud the Democrats because it seems like they learned some lessons from the past of just trying to play by the rules. It's not going to work if the other person's cheating.
All right, let's see where Mike is at. Do I shift gears?
Grateful for crumbs.
Yeah, she always said that. When you,
Yeah, but, and
I'm
they
gonna give you
get
this.
they get 40-something presidents. We get one, and now we even. That's like that 1-2 for you, 2 for me, 2-3 for you, 1-2-3 for me. Like, what are you talking about? You got 40-something presidents. We got one. And the second he hadn't even taken the office yet. He got elected, hadn't even been inaugurated. And they was like, racism's over. That's slick. That's evil. Like all them things I just listed and named, not to mention redlining, convict leasing, 260 years of slavery. All like it's over because one black person got a job. And they've been pushing that to this day.
Well, you want the hope. You have to have some type of hope, right? We can't just doom and gloom.
Yeah, but the hope is for the future. The realization of where you are now is different than the hope to get out of it. Like, yeah, I hope to get free, but in order to get free, I can't think that I'm totally free now. If I'm in chains, like I like Ray's Boom Boom Room. Like, yeah, I can imagine. But at the end of the day, I got a Shawshank Redemption my way out of this. I still got to do both. Like, I need to dream and have a vision and have a hope, but faith without works. I get to work. You know, you got to wake up at some point. You can't just dream and dream and dream and be happy and blissful and be in the same spot in terms of land ownership and wealth that you were right after emancipation. Because that's what black people are. I think some people say we got less land than we did right after slavery today, since the 2008 crash.
And the felon saying Obama caused the racism. It's Obama's fault. It's Biden's fault. Sleepy Joe's fault.
He said he's the worst president. He said he's the worst president.
He caused the racism. We were fine until Barack got up in there.
I know one thing that Barack isn't. He ain't in them files. Because if he was, they would have put that out a long time ago.
At least as the excerpts. They would have had the clips.
No. His tape would have been out like R. Kelly's. You could have bought that joint at the barbershop. I think if Barack was on them tapes, they'd have been like, yo, got that Barack tape.
Got that Barack.
Got that Barack? What you talking about?
The bootleg Barack everywhere.
You said Barack? No, I got that Barack.
All right. Where do we want to go from here? I guess Mike is about to click back on. Shift gears. Do I play a clip? Funeral. All right. Let me get your thoughts on this, Doc, and everybody. Imagine, so you think you can dance? So it was a star, one of the winners. They won. He apparently unalived himself, took his own life, jumped in front of a train. So I guess the chick that he was dealing with tried to come to the funeral, but she had a protection order because they wasn't rocking with each other. They had beef. So the chick came to the
there when the train came, was she?
I don't know, because she had pushed him. Who knows? Allegedly, I don't know. But she came to the funeral and his people was like, no, we don't want you here. So they start fighting at the funeral. And the comments are saying, if she didn't rock with him then, I don't want you here now. And then there's other people saying, well, maybe she realized that I still want to pay my respects. So I don't know who's right. I don't know who's wrong. But a fight at a funeral is a little bit much. And I'm going to play a little clip.
We are a threat to her. Well, she shouldn't be here. She should not be here. No, you don't. Don't you come and apologize. You don't even know who you are. Baby, you okay? You make the whoop her butt like I say. No.
What she said was she has a restraining order, so that means we are a threat to her, so she shouldn't be around us at all. If she got a restraining order on my son, she shouldn't even be here.
She ain't gotta go to jail. We'll get her Annie, baby. You know your Annie. You want me to sit in there and look at her?
They at the funeral, she gonna try to walk down to the front, check the body out. And the kissing, and she grabbed her.
No.
So she went to go give him a kiss, and the mom gripped her up.
Way too much.
Was too much the fact that you got a restraining order, or the fact that she wanted to pay her respects and try to kiss the person that potentially could have drove this man to want to unalive himself? We don't know. Is that too much?
Do we not know? I mean, okay, let me not. I don't want no smoke. I'm not gonna say 80 to 90% chance she has something to do. I'm not gonna say if I had to guess. I'm not gonna allegedly. I don't know. I'm not gonna say. I don't want that. Maybe Michael take that smoke. I don't.
What allegedly? What happened?
That the side chick or the woman had something to do with this guy unaliving himself after she had a restraining order on him and went to the funeral and tried to kiss the dead body and a fight broke out.
You think you can dance? Winner died and he had a restraining order against his wife or girlfriend rather.
Wait, who died?
A winner.
Joshua, right? Is that name?
what's his name? Joshua. He's So You Think You Can Dance, the TV show. He was a winner on the show.
How'd y'all get here?
Oh, he was taking too long. I said, I'm gonna pivot and throw some, I got clips. I can stall.
What the hell?
Joshua Allen.
Joshua Allen. So my man unalived himself, right?
Right.
The chick had a restraining order against him, and the family, like, if we a threat to you, you shouldn't be at his funeral. We don't want you here. We keeping the same energy. So she comes to the funeral and then tries to kiss her in the casket, and the mom grips up, and it turns into a melee fight. So I was trying to see, who's wrong? Is the family wrong? But if she got a restraining order against you in the family and saying you're a threat, should she have been allowed at the funeral? And I'll play it again so you can see it and listen.
On the paper what to do. That's right. We are a threat to her. Well, she shouldn't be here. She should not be here. No, you don't. Don't come and apologize. You don't even know who you make the whoop up butt like I say. No. She ain't gotta go to jail. We'll get her Annie, baby. You know you're Annie. You want me to sit in there and look at her?
Now she tries to go kiss him in the casket.
Uh-oh, no.
They start fighting at the church, at the funeral. So they family like, no, keep the same energy. We don't want you here.
Who had the restraining order against who?
The girl had it against him. And
she had a restraining order against him.
Yeah, so they couldn't be around each other. Whatever beef they had going on, he ended up unaliving himself. We don't know if his relationship played a part in that. He jumped in front of a train. That takes a lot to jump in front of a train.
Well, I mean, it just takes a few steps, but
well, you know what I mean. Like,
the
jump in front of a train, she could have contributed to him unaliving himself.
He could have just slipped, but I'm sorry.
He could have slipped. He could, like Doc said, was she there? Like,
no, they said he was on his phone. That's what the 911 report said. He was on his phone, like filming and walking onto the train pit tracks. The 911.
So she should not be there to pay your respects for your home.
But if she had a restraining order against him, it was because allegedly she feared him. She didn't like him being around.
So the family said, well, if we're a threat to you, get out of here.
But wasn't it just him that was a threat?
Oh, so you okay with her going there?
I don't know the circumstances of what was going on. I don't know if he was wilding out.
Do you keep the same energy in life and death? If you ain't rocking with me now, when I'm gone, do I want you there?
Was that his wife or his girlfriend?
His girlfriend. He wasn't married.
Oh.
Should she have been there?
If it was his wife, I could understand, but I don't understand if I don't get why she would want to be there. Well,
because maybe she realized and want to pay her respects and realize that, man, it wasn't that deep and life is over now. And let me go kiss you in the casket. And the mom's like, bitch, just because of you there, he probably wanted that he wasn't right. You played a part. Who knows? I just thought it was an interesting clip. And then me and Lady Q started debating over it. And I was like, okay, I'll take it to the show.
I don't.
Mr. Clark said, exactly. Keep the same energy.
Yeah, but I don't know what was going on with. I don't know. I don't know what was going on to make. Like, we need details on why did she put a restraining order against him? What was it that happened? Was it just a verbal thing, or had it become physical? Like, was she really scared to have him around?
But if she was scared of him, wouldn't she be scared of his family? Like all of them, like.
But that's what I'm saying. Why would she be scared of the family? I wouldn't do nothing to you just because he was doing something to you. But
if I think you played a part in you taking your life,
well, don't come kissing on him either way. Even if you're there, that's one thing. But don't be in a casket. Don't be climbing in the casket kissing on nobody's body. You're not Erica Kirk with mannequin hand. Like, we're not doing none of that.
This is messy because you know why this is messy, and I think we talked about this yesterday. Nobody's going to tell the whole story on what went on between those two. Those that know ain't going to tell the whole story, because if it makes the person who passed away look bad, you're not going to say it if you're a family member. Now,
He was on the show with the guy from Ellen, Stephen Boss, who killed himself in 2022. There's clips on YouTube of them doing the show together. So You Think You Can Dance? When they're both on the show. So he's literally, like same season. He's talking about Joshua, and they're doing these dances. Everybody's practicing. So yeah, so the black dude from Ellen with the suspicious, white wife aftermath.
Yeah.
So Twitch died in 2022, and he died in 2025, both from the show. So I'm not going on that show. That's the new Disney. That's the Disney for adults. You go on that show and things go left. That's like child stars on Disney.
But Sean said she shouldn't be there. Afro Queen said she shouldn't be there. Keep the same energy. So yeah, all right.
She knew what she was doing. She knew.
Yeah, I got a feeling she knew what she was doing too. That's why I'm not trying to jump out the window for her, because she knew they was gonna be, and when she kissed him, she knew that was gonna escalate everything even higher.
Restrain. He's stupid because he jumped in front of a train. Restrain in order. Wordplay. No, I think if I think you played a part in the demise of my loved one, I wouldn't want you there. I wouldn't want you there.
Even if you're not on good terms, like I'm riding for my people. If they didn't like you, then get out of here.
I can't.
Mike want more information. Mike want more. He want to know
because I know I could be God forbid, the person that passed away, and I could literally be like, she had every right for how I acted to put that restraining order against me.
Queen popped in and said, Mike, we don't need no damn more details. Her ass should not have been there. Period.
Well, that's because y'all don't want to unveil the truth. Like I said, y'all would rather go on emotion and rather just be like and talk that keep the same energy, and come to find out if the man was still here, he'd be like, yo, she was right to put me on a restraining order. I wild out.
Mr. Clark said it's a moot point, Mike. It don't matter what the restraining order was about.
Yeah, if they got into an argument and he choked her up and threw her against the wall, y'all have a different conversation. And what's the first thing y'all tell women to do if they're in danger? Now the man that she loved who turned, not talking about this guy, but I'm saying if that happened and they got into a violent argument, but they still had feelings for each other, and she put a restraining order, and the man then unalives himself because maybe he was unstable, and maybe the same thing that got him to throw himself on the train was the unstable situation that she had to deal with, and that's why she put the restraining order up against him.
And Lady Q said, whatever the reason, keep the same energy when he's gone. You didn't want to be around him to the point where you got the law involved. Keep away, bitch.
She was scared. If the man was unstable to jump in front of a train, imagine, listen, I'm being harsh. I'm just giving y'all both sides. Imagine the unstable behavior she had to deal with. And how long had they been together that she dealt with it? And she had no choice but to put a restraining order. Now the man passes away and we realize there was something mentally going on. There was something overwhelming, and she wants to say goodbye.
You don't got to be in the casket to say goodbye.
You ain't got doctor. You don't be kissing me, and now you want to kiss a nigga. Now
you don't got to climb up in my casket and say goodbye. Everybody in there was saying goodbye. The whole church was saying goodbye. Nobody else was climbing in the damn casket. Everybody else, people was online.
But everybody, Doc, how many funerals have you been to, Doc, where the ones that are closer to them get in the casket? Like, stop. I've seen wives. I've seen baby moms. I've seen wives, baby moms, girlfriends do the same. And all she did was kiss. Look, I'm not, once again, y'all, I'm not saying she didn't know what she was doing. I'm just saying when we put these blanket situations, we don't know if he saw her a few weeks ago when they kissed.
Sean said, we're not going to try to rationalize this issue, Mike. Stay the F away. Period. Stay the F away.
What kills me is that, and this is the other thing, the funeral's for the people who are still alive anyway, so. Ain't got nothing to do with the dead person. Whether she was justified or not, mourn him from your house. Y'all some cold motherfuckers, boy. Y'all want to be the ones to say goodbye, but y'all don't want the other person to say goodbye because y'all feel some type of way. And y'all weren't even in the middle of it. Y'all don't even know what. The funny thing is, y'all don't even care what happened in the comments. Y'all don't even care about facts. Y'all just want to talk tough on the comments.
She did grip her up though. As soon as she linked, she said, no, we're a threat to her. She shouldn't be here. If he was a threat, we all a threat. So no, you don't belong here.
The irony of it is that if he was, when he was alive, and once again, we're just making assumptions, and he still wanted to be with her, and she put a restraining order, and he still wanted to be with her, he probably would have wanted her there. But this whole thing that we don't want to, you do have to rationalize things. Because if you don't, it's irrational behavior.
She gripped her up though, Mike. You ain't gotta be leading like Doc said. This is the part Doc don't like. You gotta be coming and kissing them. Come here, bitch.
Come on, good. See, the whole show.
Do you understand? Do you understand? She would have kissed him and walked off, and that would have been the end of it. That would have been the end of it. Instead, the whole funeral is over.
Yeah, the cops came and now they outside and yeah.
So your inability to control your emotions ended his funeral.
I wouldn't go out of respect for the family alone, Ms. Clark said. I leave them to have their moment. What about the family, Mike? The ones closest to him.
All I'm trying to tell but Mike, he didn't stand up and say anything. I know he didn't. He didn't stand up and say anything. He's stupid as hell.
Stupid. The funeral ain't the place for that. Like that ain't the place and time.
That's why it gets so weird with the funerals, because y'all talk all this. Twitch's wife didn't give a damn about the family being at the funeral.
Talk with the family first.
Twitch's wife is even more suspicious. Remember, she was like, "I found drugs in the closet."
Yeah, she's the worst.
Dogged them.
But let me just get the fact that y'all don't need more facts to make a judgment is crazy to me. It's crazy work to me that y'all don't even want to know.
You said it's a moot point. The person's gone.
It's not a moot point if you know the circumstances. What if the day before they were together?
Well, then she should have went that day and got that restraining order taken down. And that's why people say, you never know when the last day gonna be. So get your stuff in order.
And people all over America, not just in our community, all over America in different races. So I don't want to say especially us, have restraining orders, and the two people decide that they're not going to follow it. And they never go to court. Just like people will get divorced and never get the paperwork done.
Now, what Ms. Clark is saying, for a mother to be that angry at her presence at a funeral, says the restraining order may have been unnecessary and played a part in him unaliving himself. Is that some truth to that? Like, would you
yeah, there's truth, but you know what that is, y'all? That's trying to find out more details.
We call it out like Jay Black does.
We calling it out like Jay Black does.
They calling it out because you said it's details. What you saying? Trying to figure out the details.
What Miss Clark just did was what? Trying to find out the backstory.
Well, no, the mother's reaction tells you everything you need to know, right?
But we're trying to. But remember, everything was mute. But it's not mute when the mother reacts. When that information, well, the way she reacted, yeah. But I thought everything was mute. We don't need to look at any behavior. The truth is, his restraining order continues to stay.
Stay the F away. So technically, she shouldn't have been around him. Right?
She should have been and then 100 feet away from him.
And then after all this, you do know he's still dead. He ain't coming back.
He could have been a monster to her.
He could have been, but nobody. But on the comments, we don't care about those details.
No, just keep it consistent. Stay away from the monster.
Nothing in life is consistent. I want everybody to stay consistent too. I want everybody with these comments. I want you to stay consistent in your life. Play by those rules, because it's so easy to stay consistent when you're in the middle of a dysfunctional relationship.
But as a mom, I don't want what I think may have contributed to his death in my face while I'm burying my child.
And I totally understand. I get it. I'm not arguing those points.
Don't be leaning. Don't let me zoom in so you can see. She gonna lean in for the kiss. I'm gonna lean in. Lean in.
Oh, everybody I've kissed dead people.
Don't lean. Give me a bitch. I'm about. You know what, you son of a. I know I'm 75, but
she knew what she was doing. Once I think you know what you're doing, I'm good.
But I'm not doing all that. You just gotta go. I'm not doing all that. And it just gets ugly, and everybody's with paying respect. That's how you want the funeral to end? That's the memory you wanted to send your son off with? Sometimes your emotion don't override everything.
She didn't want him around in life. She got her wishes. I'm going to stay away from him. Yeah. You didn't want him around. You got your wishes. I stay away from me. I'm calling the popo. I'm getting the law involved. But now
there's so many women out here who got restraining orders against somebody they love and they want to be with.
Go visit
Let's stop. Like, if we're gonna
stay away from them. I agree with you, but just stay away.
But my point is, they want to be with the person and they can't be with the person. Then the person dies, and then you go say bye. You say bye to the person, and you're mourning like everybody else is.
But everybody else didn't have a restraining order. You different, bro.
No, you're not. No, he's gone. Whatever conflict is gone. You're going to say bye. You're going to say you guys.
I'm his mom. I'm here.
Yeah,
it's not all over.
This is not your. This is his funeral. You want to send him off.
Yeah, but like you said, it's for the living. We're all still here. There's 100 lives in this building and a different connection to him. So you can't just look at y'all connection and do some Romeo and Juliet and think that it's about y'all. That's what she was doing. It's about us and our love, and they don't know us, and they don't know about our love on some John B. No, get out. That's why she got grabbed up.
He could have been a monster, and she may have overreacted. We don't know. We're basing our opinions off of what we know.
We're basing on what we know.
No, but y'all told me it was mute to find out more.
Well, for me, all of those scenarios still lead to you keeping your ass out this funeral. Everything y'all have all said, every comment, everything Mike said, Jay said, Lady Q said, I still think, with all the hypotheticals, stay away from this funeral and damn sure don't lean in that coffin. Whether he was a monster, whether they were kissing the day before, I don't know. But she could have been pregnant with his baby. Still, I still think she should not have been there and definitely not leaning over that casket.
And it's good, but unfortunately, you're not the one dead, and you're not the one everybody's paying respects to. And I'm just telling you, everybody overrides
the family
everything.
Don't matter, Queenborn. Queenborn said the family don't want you there, don't be there. But Mike don't care about that.
No, I'm not saying I don't care. His family plays this family shit all the time. We're his family. Bitch, you wasn't there when he was going through the unstable mental situation. Bitch, you wasn't making a phone call to check on him when he was going through stuff. But now everybody's the family. Just the family. Family don't want him there. Motherfuckers, none of y'all was there when he was wilding out. None of y'all was there at 3 o'clock in the morning when he was making the phone calls to me.
But they gonna say at least we have a restraining order against
No, but y'all did better. Y'all did better. Y'all did better. Y'all neglected to check on him. And that's your family that you're talking so tough about now. It's the family. It's our family. Bitch, you ain't talked to in 2 years.
Well, when it's all said and done, we're still the family. That's like with the marriages. When a person dies, like Jay said, with the whole if you did die, if Jay passes away, like Lady, if Jay passes away and he hadn't filled out that paperwork, guess what would have happened? Don't nobody care. If you don't handle your business, it's gonna go where it's gonna go. So family could be neglected and all that. They're still family. That's why they did the funeral. That's why they were outside. They could be terrible family members. But guess what? When it's all said and done, the people walking in funeral homes are the family members, whether they haven't seen them in 20 years, and if there's inheritance, guess who gets it? Whether they deserve it or not. You could have built up the wealth with them. There's still this reality. So yes,
and then the trifling ass family members who did
girlfriend, and you could have been more like family than any of his family members. All that could be very true. Still, they're his family. You're not. You're the side chick.
What? They're his family.
If everyone disagrees with you,
let me get to this family shit. There are people in my family that I will tell right now, Jay Black will be there before them. And I'll be damned, I'll come back and haunt your ass if one of those family members come. This whole word family is used so
I just said the same thing. I said even if the family member is not family at all. I'm saying
I don't care.
Family.
But I don't care about their but I don't care about their opinion at the funeral. Don't bring up the family. No, I don't care about their opinion.
People try to push themselves into that front row all the time.
Yes.
I'm a deacon. I've seen 100 funerals, and I'm telling you, no matter how much y'all get matching tattoos, y'all could have been the ones living in the same house. I'm telling you, when they say the family's about to walk in, if the family don't say you family with us, he's dead. The family's gonna say, "Go sit down, sir." No, I'm the one to go sit down, sir, and I'm be the one to hold you and say, "Sir, the family have asked you to sit down."
And they full of shit. But my point is, y'all using it as, but they are the family. We know they full of shit in these family functions. And but the power of I'm saying in this discussion, that we're talking. I don't care about the title of the family.
But we're not talking about emotions. We're talking about protocols and procedures and somebody being present. In those regards, the family has power and
okay,
say.
but the family, another people can come in public and walk and pay their respects without you jumping them.
Only if the family wants you to. That's why they have private services. The family could say none of y'all niggas ever see him again.
Well, they must They must not have done that then, Doc. Then in this situation, they didn't do that. Well, then in this situation, they didn't do that.
Give me 10 seconds. The family has the power to say there will be no funeral for any of y'all. Recognizing and understanding that power, you should not have been leaning over no casket when we already confronted you outside. With the facts we have, you're dead wrong. We confronted you outside, so you know how we feel about you. We're still letting you be in the building. So you taking the extra initiative to lean in the casket and kiss, you knew what you were doing, and you're dead wrong, and you deserve to get grabbed up.
And number one, you don't. First of all, the ratchetness of you taking your emotions out and ruining the funeral is the ultimate disrespect because you're mad. Number one. Number two, they didn't make it a private. Number two, they didn't make it a private. They didn't make it a private funeral. Number three, the messiness is they could have called the cops and got it removed, and they didn't.
Well, she's the one that calls the law. That's her bad.
No, they in the video she said we're not gonna call the cops. We'll just call Auntie.
Hey, some people handle it different.
Yeah. So it's not a private funeral. She had a relationship with him. She kissed him. Y'all mad, and the funeral's over because y'all were mad.
The funeral's over because she leaned in and kissed him.
Yeah,
that's how they.
And that's
they say she ended the funeral.
And this is what I'm talking about. That will be clear that everybody's like, it's justified to end this man's last day in front of us like that because we're mad. Because we're mad. All of a sudden, what he would have wanted doesn't matter. Say bye to and people. I don't know any of this. I don't know what these people were doing. I don't know. We're now just it ain't even. It's just a situation we're talking. I don't know.
X not to be there.
Might go on her body and don't know that. None of us know that. I just said none of us know the actual facts. And when I wanted to get the facts, y'all told me the facts were mute. Remember?
Disrespectful, like Doc said. Doesn't have to be a private funeral for her to be X not to be there.
Yeah, at that point, it was private as far as her. Once the family said we don't.
All they had to do was call the cops and remove her.
Yeah,
that's all they had to do.
That was just a temporary clip. I was stalling while Mike had to leave and wanted to get y'all perspective, and I appreciate it.
That was good. But I really didn't know. I didn't even know what I thought about it.
You talking about unaliving himself. Did you know the football player, Mike, you know his girlfriend was pregnant?
Yeah.
The boy kneeling that took his life.
I did not know that.
She was preggo. Yeah. So people in the comments saying that he's selfish, knowing that you got a child on the way and you're going to take your own life.
You gotta love the comments. You gotta love the comments.
Man, I'm not getting into this.
Like, is that like, man? You
I can't.
That's why people be wanting. That's why people be wanting to be gone. They see the comments. They be like, I can't win with these people. I can't. I can't take my own life. I can't take my own life in peace. Like they judging me. They judging me in death and in life.
But is there some truth to that? You got a baby on the way.
When y'all brought me into the first thing, when y'all brought me into the last conversation, you know what I really wanted to say? I don't know. But I know I can't say I don't know. I'm not getting. No. I didn't even want to talk about what we just talked about.
People don't understand depression. Yes, Ms. Clark. So mental health. That's why I said I want to do a show and really break down mental health because that is serious.
Oh my God.
But the comments, they go in the opposite direction. They're like, he was selfish. You don't conceive a child that ain't even here yet, that'll never know his dad, never have a photo with his dad, and you just gonna unalive yourself. They said it's selfish.
I'm not doing this. I didn't want to do the last one.
They said no. They said he knew. They knew she was pregnant, Craig. That's what they saying. That the couple knew that they was expecting a baby, but depression and mental health took them over. But Mike said, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I wanted to say I don't know the first time, and then I get into a huge debate with Doc. I wanted to say I don't know.
They can help the kid. That's if people really feel strongly about
Go,
it.
Doc. Go get it.
Go fund me. No, they should support, because I see people do that. They be like, "Yo, we're going to college fund. We're going to help the child." I think that's the most productive, way to put that energy out. If you got that kind of energy, we like he this, he that. I'm sure it won't be hard to find and locate the family and what they got going on for the child and to contribute and to help out. Or maybe you could be like the lady that was on our show. Remember the sister that did the fundraiser? And she said when her partner transitioned, the friends tried to holler at her. So maybe you could look at the picture, put a picture again. She looked like an attractive young lady, right? Maybe you could be there for the Lamaze classes and be the stand-in daddy, and chances are he had some money coming in if he was NFL. And maybe you could be the side dude turned new husband. Maybe that's your contribution.
Craig said when you're in the dentist's office and the paperwork smacks you in your face.
Shut up, Craig. All right, I got one more clip.
But real quick, I just want to say this about him. I had an interview, and I can't bring it up because I didn't know we were going to talk about this. They did an interview. They showed, the actual gentleman who unalived himself when he was at the combine. And the combine, for those who don't know, you go to the combine so the NFL teams can actually see you and decide if they're going to draft you, and that's where you put your best foot forward. When he was at the combine, that's when he found out his mom died. Somebody called him at the combine and said, "Sit down," and he thought they were going to say something. He said, "Oh, maybe my mom's sick or something," and she passed away. And he was like, she would want me to stay here because we talked about, the combine so much. So he stayed in the combine knowing his mom died. I'm just putting this out there. A few days ago, before he unalived himself, he had the biggest moment ever in football. He blocked the punt and scored a touchdown.
He did. It was a crazy play.
For most people, they would say that would be the most joyous occasion ever. I'm just saying there's a chance that could have brought every thought about him losing his mom in the combine.
She's not here. She's not here to see it.
And she's not here to see it.
That's real.
And I'm just speculating. And that thought process maybe could have been like, this ain't worth it without her being here. This doesn't feel what I thought it was going to feel like.
What's the point? People do that when they get successful. They'd be like, I got all this success. I got this big old house. I got all this money. And the person I wanted to experience it with, right? Like they always say that. What's the value of success with no one to share it with? And you just got everything you thought you wanted. You Drake now. Just walking around a big house with no life. Next thing you know, you're suing people, getting sued and losing battles, and you can't sell a record. You should have found a good woman and stuck with her. And I'm sure Drake's career, life, and finances will be in a totally different place. That's why Jay got Lady Q. And more people need to understand the value of a good woman who's going to make sure when Drake came to her with the paperwork and said, this was my idea to Kendrick, his good woman would have been like, Drake, I looked over this. I don't think you should do this. You're not like them. They're not like you. And you're going to keep making hits. We're going to keep being happy. And we're going to have a baby that's not out of wedlock. And all Drake needed was a good woman. If Drake had a good woman,
there it is. See, full circle.
I'm mad. Go get it, Doc.
Gotta be Jay Black than Drake any day.
Full circle.
And real quick, I just want to say the reason why Monty's not on is because her clip just came through and that was my bad. So I just want to tell you that was my bad on the delay. So it should be on. So that's why I got off. I was trying to get this clip on here, and I wasn't able to get it on, and I got to leave. And so I don't want to rush her. So she will be on Thursday. But that's a good point. I mean, that's a good point. Way to bring it home, Doc. Because when people start saying you selfish for killing yourself, I don't think people understand. I don't understand. I honestly don't think. I don't wish darkness on anybody. I don't wish like people could feel what it is to feel despair and feel like this really ain't worth it. And to feel like you will to actually be in a room by yourself and feel like I can't do this. And when your brain says you can't do this, it's not a rumor. That's how you feel. You can't do it. And to call somebody selfish, that's hard, dog. That's hard what y'all do in these comments, man.
Comments one of the main causes of people having these questions.
Reading comments to send you down. Yeah.
That'll do it to most people. If you want to get broken down, demoralized, and get depressed, read the comments.
And if you're gonna say that he's selfish for what he did because it's gonna affect his significant other and his unborn child, just imagine what those comments are doing to the woman now who's pregnant with the unborn child. When she knows the struggles that he went through.
Baby, the stress goes straight to the womb.
Yeah, the stress goes to the womb.
Get another ball player. She focused on something.
Shut the fuck.
No,
What was your
I'm
other
playing.
clip? What was your other clip, Jay Black? Here we go. Here we go.
No. So this is not so much of comments, but I thought I saw this and I thought it was crazy. San Francisco, this train driver, this conductor fell asleep. Have you ever been on a train and the conductor fell asleep?
I wouldn't know.
Oh. Like she's nodding off. She's right here asleep, falling on the train. Clearly, she woke up to be relaxed. Everybody relax.
I'm sorry. Relax. We didn't crash. Relax. It wouldn't stop. Relax. We're okay. It just wouldn't stop. It wouldn't stop. It would not stop. The emergency brake wouldn't even hit. Look, it's on. It wouldn't.
So she's that's you playing the train sound?
Just say you was asleep, bro. Just say you was asleep.
Said it wouldn't stop. The train wouldn't stop.
You wouldn't stop sleeping. You wouldn't stop snoring. It's on video. So we're gonna end up seeing the tape. Word to Trump, we're gonna end up seeing the tape. You might as well just come. No, I'll say come clean. You might as well just act right now because we're gonna end up seeing the tape.
Nobody was injured, so we can joke all we want. Everybody was fine. Everybody was fine. It would have been funny if she would have popped out and be like, "Yo, y'all can stop overreacting. I hit the brake. Everybody's good. Everybody's fine. What y'all all the uproar for? We're good."
Relax.
She had to work extra hours because
I thought I saw somebody on the railroad tracks. I would have lied too. I ain't gonna lie. I would have forgot about the camera. I would have lied.
They said she gaslit the whole train. Like,
I would have lied. I would have lied.
I would have lied too.
I would have panicked. I would have lied.
Anything, everybody, all right, we safe. Everybody go enjoy your day. Don't report this, please. Don't nobody call.
Everybody for free next time. Y'all just to remind me that y'all was here today, and I'll let you all free rest of the month.
I would have lied too, yo.
I would look at the camera as soon as I woke up. As soon as I got that thing in order, I'd have been like, I'd have told her myself.
Simon said she may be depressed. Y'all are assholes. Y'all are horrible.
You don't know what she's going through. We need
y'all don't know what she's going through. Y'all even in that dark place before.
Y'all are horrible. Sleeping. Everybody on the train tired. She wasn't sleeping. She's selfish. How about an apology? Yeah, apology in the mix. She said that. I think at one point she said I'm sorry or something. Didn't know she said.
No, she didn't say that.
I heard no sorry.
I wish I'm sorry.
Yeah. You said be hopeful. I was hoping.
See, I got time to think now because you got to think. You got to be honest. Like on the spur of the moment, what are you gonna lie? I would have came up like, everybody all right? The brake went off. Everybody all right? I don't know what's malfunctioning with this train, but I'm gonna get y'all to where y'all gotta go safely. Like you got to make sure.
Yeah, man. Look. She said, look, man. Why are you looking? What's the right train? You're
They think she's gonna get fired. You think she's gonna get fired? Maybe she's
exhausted. Yeah, she almost killed a train full of people taking a damn nap, and they got up and lied about it.
She has to get fired, Joe.
At least a heavy suspension without pay. No, but why was she a little bit? She wasn't even like dozing off sleeping. She was like,
she's out. And the bump is what woke. Oh, what's going on?
The bump woke her up.
No, so she was just gonna keep on rolling. How did she think the train was going?
So y'all gonna tell me y'all ain't never been in your car at 3 o'clock in the morning driving, and y'all when y'all veered off and y'all hit them little bumps on the side of the road?
She said, "I didn't know what happened. I'm gonna have to ask them to test the." I should have kept on play. So she kept going with the last. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to get them to check the train to see what happened.
So if somebody's in the car with me, that's when they say, "I told you to take a break. Let me drive." But that's when I get out. When I hear the at first I'm arguing. Now I got it. Dude, relax. You go to sleep. You don't want tired. Once we roll over the, I just park the car and I walk to the other side. I almost killed you. You're right. I almost killed you.
You almost killed us.
Right.
Look. Play it from the beginning. Play it when she starts nodding. Go to the part where she starts. Go to the part where she starts nodding. Let me hear the lie.
I'm sorry. Relax. We didn't crash. Relax. Relax. It wouldn't stop. Relax. We're okay. It just wouldn't stop. It wouldn't stop. It would not stop. The emergency brake wouldn't even hit. Look, it's on. It wouldn't even stop. I don't know what happened. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to ask them to check the train, okay? Can we get out?
Oh, she did try to do that. Ooh, is that a car that drove by?
You guys need to get off. 1 second. I'll take it off. Wow. We have to get off.
She's standing on it, wouldn't stop. I'm gonna have to have her look at it.
Come on. I couldn't stop it.
I couldn't stop it.
No, but I was trying to slow it down. I don't know what
Yeah, it's gliding.
it wouldn't stop, but I'm like, I'm trying to slow it down. And I'm hitting the train brake, and I don't know. It didn't show that though. That's why I said, then I let the.
All right. You can stop. I think maybe she woke up and she tried to brake and the brake didn't work. And then she's trying to explain that the brake didn't work, but that's not going to divert from the fact that you fell asleep before you had to hit the brake.
That's why we needed a break.
That's what we needed. You needed a break before you took your shift. You needed a break.
You're not supposed to be going that fast and then probably trying to hit the brake. But now she's trying to say it wouldn't stop. So she's sticking with the gear wouldn't stop. Like she's blaming it on telling the technician.
Well, what you gonna do, Jay? That's your livelihood. It's by all means necessary. You got to go to your union rep and you got to talk to your union rep now, and you got to try and be like, "Yo,
So
I know it's on the camera."
She's knocked out. So to show me where it didn't work at, because she is knocked out.
It didn't work when she woke up and it was already 100 miles an hour.
Down, she out.
Oh, okay. That was a long night last night. I should have went out.
Oh my God.
So here she goes. She's gonna try.
Now she's trying to stop it.
So see, maybe it wouldn't stop right there.
Oh my God, cars and everything right there. Not even know.
Yeah, it's one of them. Yeah.
Well, Mike said, take it to the grave. You gotta keep lying until you gotta keep lying to your side chick kissing you in the coffin. You gotta take it to the grave. Take it to the grave. In your coffin, talk about that brake didn't work. That brake didn't work.
I think that's a trolley. Yeah, one of them train trolleys.
It look like it can go off the tracks.
The line,
I got you.
The gate stuff. She did say, "I'm sorry."
You're right. You
Stay
can't
right there, y'all.
You can't apologize. And
Hold
lie
on one
at the
second.
You can't apologize and lie like that.
At the same time. I'm sorry that I was out with one person that one time. Like you still lying. I look like a video game.
Yeah, she finna get fired on TV. Everybody gonna see it. Exit 11, New Jersey Turnpike. I got my best sleep. Yeah, but you're tired. Like, say if you got to work extra hours, the government shut down, you done lost your SNAP. You try to do what you gotta do, picking up extra shifts. The baby father ain't helping you out. You tired. You working like
it's Trump's fault. Everything go back to Trump.
It's Trump's fault. So you working extra hours and you're a little tired. Bam. But I think they treat sleeping like that, just like drinking and driving, right? Ain't that like the same type of offense? Is equivalent?
Same type of danger. I know that. Yeah, but no, but LeChon got a good point. I wasn't gonna say it because y'all always smoke me when I be coming at the women, so I let somebody else say it. But yeah, telling people to relax is the easiest way to get somebody going sometimes. Relax.
Tell me to calm down.
I'm sorry, relax. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Ms. Clark. That's like not even saying sorry. That's like when people say excuse me, but they say it in a rude way. Excuse me? You might as well say F you. You ain't mean that. That ain't hospitality. Excuse me.
Look, don't tell me how to feel. You know me. Don't tell me my emotions ain't valid. Oh, hell to the dog.
Oh, yeah. Relax, sir. Relax, sir. Even Lady Q trying to tell you relax. Take your speaker, relax.
No, I'm not relaxing. No, I'm going to express these. He said, "No, Mike." Shelly's laughing. I'm glad we made y'all laugh today.
I've been laughing the whole time since Trump got caught. I couldn't wait to see him. I ain't been as excited to see a White House press conference since he took office. I was ready for this one. I was like, I want to see his face because I know he's not going to look happy. Oh man!
Yeah, he signed the book. He signed it for the opening of the government. He
had to. He thought they had some motion. He's like, "Yo, we got a victory. We're gonna divert attention from this Epstein stuff." tariffs. I'm gonna keep bombing these boats in Venezuela.
But say if this train operator was like maybe she has narcolepsy, like Craig.
Yeah, maybe, Michael's right. Keep it going.
Maybe it's some medical something.
Hold on, what did you call it? You called it what?
Colorado. He said Colorado. Yeah.
What did you just call narcolepsy?
He said like he's a new game called Narcolepsy. You gotta buy hotels and houses on Boardwalk, but you can't fall asleep in a hotel.
What did you just call?
Narcolepsy. Like
Narcolepsy.
There's Monopoly and then
you just call it?
It's a new game, right? You
gotta
ride the train without crashing. It's a train set that come with the board.
Wait a second. I see why you be sending your forms before you fill them out to Lady Q. I see why you be sending them.
You're doing the right thing.
You're doing the right thing, Jay. You're doing the right thing. No, Jay, they were wrong. I'm gonna retract everything I said. They were wrong.
He knew what he was doing. Protect his best interest.
Did he say knuckles up? What did he say?
I tried to clean it up. Mike came in right on time, Jay. I had your back. I tried to clean it up smooth. I said narcolepsy. I just threw it out there real smooth. But Mike came in. Mike said, wait. Mike pulled the emergency brake. Mike pulled the emergency brake on the train. Mike said, what did you say?
What did he just say?
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes